we begin with Sydney Glenn, who spoke with community development and business leaders today who are moving ahead with a big new project.
Well, it doesn't look like much right now, but around this time next year, this empty piece of land will be the Edison House, a social club geared toward young professionals. And this isn't the only piece of land where soon we'll see something new popping up. The sound of something new coming isn't slowing down in Salt Lake City, the planning director says.
We were concerned that we would start seeing outbreaks at construction sites or at the supply chain that may disrupt the ability to build things, but we just haven't seen that.
When COVID-19 first started impacting our state, senior architect Amir Tursik says no one really knew how it would impact development.
The Salt Lake City market was booming on many levels, and as COVID-19 pandemic kicked in, we actually did see a couple of large projects go on hold.
But Tursik says that didn't last long.
A few weeks into it, we started seeing some of these projects come back. And we also have seen some projects start.
New projects like this one, the Edison House, are moving along. Although co-founder Charlie Carden admits it's a little scary with so much uncertainty. But despite that, they're still moving ahead.
We're bullish on Salt Lake, and we are obviously optimistic that there's going to be a vaccine. And so we might, just out of pure luck, have hit it right when it comes to timing.
Well, co-founder George Carden-Bystry says there hasn't been any major issues with construction. They have had to make some adjustments to how they're previewing the young professional focused social club.
As far as our actual business is concerned, because we're a social club, part of what we would like to do is we would like to actually start building that community of people who will be in our club pretty early on.
That community building has had to be slightly put on hold, Carden-Bystry says. Despite some minor hiccups, Norris says the continued development shows just how stable Salt Lake's economy is, at least right now.
If we continue to have big outbreaks, we will start to see more of an economic slowdown, and that will translate down to the development world.
Norris says one of the concerns is that if places like Arizona, Texas, and California continue to see those major increases in the number of COVID-19 cases, that could have a negative impact on development, including here in Utah. In Salt Lake City, Sydney Glenn, Fox 13 News, Utah.